I wonder how this is actually going to work. It's been a minute since I've actually done, let's see, learn more and get my hand out the way and turn everything else on. Wait, I got to put chat on. There we go. Turn that off. All right. So, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. Your man's looking a little bit scruffy. So, let me give you guys like a quick, brief rundown just in case I decide to keep this video up on the channel. This is actually what I was going to do once I got the engine like running and everything. I was going to do like a live stream, first fire up and stuff like that. So anyway, let me give you guys a brief recap of what was going on. I was recording some videos on my new GoPro, like what I actually use for like vlogging and stuff like that. I fixed the audio issues. Basically that was all like messed up because of the case or whatever. The case for the GoPro was muffling the camera, which made me sound like underwater, so that was like completely stupid. So this is what's going on. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing. It's kind of really cool. So what do we got? So I decided to, I'm gonna say that this car is still a street car, but it's more of a drag car now, because this is what's going on. Let me walk you guys through simple steps. So with the shifter, okay, let me start from the inside. All right, so we got the shifter. We got the basic Pontiac shifter. We all know about it and stuff like that, right? So with this shifter, I tried to incorporate, because everyone knows that I went to a power glide transmission. So I was not able to basically use the factory shifter with the power glide. Like, it's just not going to work, because if you look and see, the power glide that I have has 2 speeds, like all of them. So once I get down to drive, I was thinking like maybe I can probably kick it over and then shift it down into first gear. That wasn't going to work. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough pull right here to actually kick it down into like the second gear. So that part wasn't going to work. So I went out and I got me, not like this matters. Video isn't sponsored, by the way. I went out and I got me like the most basic TCI shifter. So we're going to incorporate that one. We're going to mount it in, and that's basically it. Came with like everything I need, like reverse lockout switches, reverse light switches and stuff like that. So I'm going to install the shifter here. I'm going to put this panel. Yo, check this out. What did I do with it? I tossed it away. The goofy thing about this, and it tripped me out because I kind of thought like it would have went like this. But either way, like this thing would cover like everything. It really would. And what I mean by everything is like a cool part, but a sucky part is that the window controls and the door lock controls all would have been covered by that panel. So we're not going to do that. Moving along. So that's going to explain the shifter. All right, so let me show you guys what's going on with I installed it too. So give me a second. I kind of like installed it just by hand. Like I got some of the nuts started. So let me take out a couple. You remember when I was talking about the gas pedal, and I got like the mechanical pedal at the GMC van, and I was going to incorporate the two because I'm going drive-by cable and not drive-by wire. Let's get rid of that. So that's one bolt. You guys are gonna love this. Definitely gonna love this. I use some mechanical genius type of engineering to do this. Once I get it out, I can actually show you guys what the heck I'm talking about. Oh, I don't have... Damn, I don't have the socket. So if you want to remove your pedal, it's 3 bolts, by the way. It's 3 8mm bolts. Because that's what I'm taking out now. And I'm going to show you guys what's going on. It kind of sucks too, because going back to the GoPro that I was talking about, I'm a scatterbrain anyway. Everyone already knows that. Faulty memory card. I was recording about 3 days worth of like diagnostic footage and stuff like that, like me checking the PCM and stuff. Come to find out, I actually have a bad PCM, but we'll get to that later in the video. Oh my God, come on. Come on. All right. There we go. All right, so the pedal's out now. Oh, this will make a great thumbnail. Just like that. Okay. So here is your, let me do it this way. Here's your electronic pedal for the G8. Since I got one hand, let me show you guys something. Oh man, I just messed up the shift linkage. Okay. So remember when I was telling you guys before, like how the pivot is right here inside the pedal? So this is what I did, right? This is what I did. I took out, I gotta tighten it up though. Here's like the little nut that I incorporated. How about I just disassemble it? You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. Check this out, right? Can I get it in the shot? Okay, here we go. So this is what I did, right? I took the inside, I took the pedal apart, took out the all the insides, all the electronics and stuff like that. And inside in the pivot, fiberglass glue, basically liquid fiberglass, because I couldn't weld this nut, obviously, to plastic. So basically I liquid fiberglassed 2 1/2-inch nuts, right? Boom, boom. You could probably see that right there. And then I took, see how it angles like that? Basically, I chopped it up a little bit, brought this top part down because it was like 6 inches long. Okay. And boom. That was it. And then I tightened down the nut. You see, you tighten down the nut, and once you press down on the pedal, this is actually going to move this arm up here. You see, this push down, this is going to swing. It all is going to work as one unit. And this is going to allow me to pull. That's going to allow me to basically pull the cable. See that? Problem solved. How it's basically like problem solved and an actual way on how to convert your electronic pedal to a drive-by cable type of pedal. So that's one problem solved right there. I knew that was going to be easy. Let me show you guys the next thing. We're going to be moving on to the transmission. I think this is always like really, really cool. I think I should always do my videos like this. I don't know. Maybe. So let's see. So anyway, it's raining out and I really don't feel like climbing under the car. So anyway, you guys are just going to have to bear with me and think about this for a second. So like I said, I went with a, can I show you? Let me see if I can show you. See if I can show you something. Now, you guys won't see much. So maybe if I do it like, I don't know if you can really see anything though. Look at this, I'm damn near under the car now. Okay. So let me see. All right, so with the Power Glide Trans, way to prop it up. I might have to turn off the Wi-Fi. Give me a second. All right, so this is how it is. So I basically made this bracket, right? You see this? Now, you're going to keep, since the Power Glide is almost about like what, I'm going to just round up and say about 3 to 4 inches shorter than the 4L transmission. Okay. But once you put in your, I don't even know what a motor mount is right now. Oh, I got it up there. So the motor mount is held in by one bolt. Typical old school transmissions. So if you look here, these were the two original bolts for the motor mount, going for the 4L transmission. So I thought, like, why not make a piece of metal, hold in the 2 old style motor mount bolts, and we're gonna kind of like, we're gonna do it like this. Of course, it's gonna go on the top side, but I'm gonna hold it on the bottom side so you guys can see it. So it's gonna go down here, right? We're gonna use the 2 existing bolt holes, and then this one bolt hole right here is gonna be for the motor mount. Because like I said, we're going with an old school transmission. With an old school transmission, you're gonna get an old school type of mount. So with the motor mount, it's kind of like this. It's gonna be the 2 bolts going into the trans, and then that one bolt that comes out of the motor mount, it's gonna go into this one. So that's how I'm gonna be able to secure my Power Glide, my motor mount, and all this other stuff like this. Will this one bolt hold? I'm not really sure. Only time is really gonna tell. So it's not like I'm pushing like 1,000 horsepower, or at least not yet. So that's one way. That's going to be explaining how I secured everything. Motor mount, transmission cross member, and stuff like that. All right, let me go back. So you can see that it's all in the original bolt holes. Right there. Let me get up. Whew. This is crazy. Got my hoodie dirty too. You guys can check that out too. Andrew's Race Cars. Link in the description below if you want to cop some merch. That's a good little spot plug right there. It looks like I got a, this thing comes with like a built-in hoodie. That's what it looks like. What else? So basically we talked about everything on the inside of the car, right? We talked about the shifter. We talked about the pedal, and we just discussed about the transmission, how I'm going to secure that, and the cross member and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to be moving on to why this car won't start. So let me walk you guys around I'm going to walk you guys around here on the other side. I thought I saw a bird. That's what I was looking at. So I've been dropping a couple links too, basically like lt1swap.com. He's really helpful. He or she is really helpful with their website channel on like wiring and stuff like that. And like I've been saying, I've been trying to jump the PCM. I've been trying to basically just fire up the engine, where I kind of just do it like this, right? So if you just want to fire up your engine, you hook all the pinks up to the power source. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hook up all the pinks to the power source and stuff like that. Your 2 orange wires, they have to go to like basically constant 12-volt hot. The pinks go to, what was it, 12-volt key switched hot or something like that. It's all going to be on the website if you definitely want to read it. Don't quote me on anything solid. So, and that's basically it. And then you jump your motor over. If you already have it like unlocked and stuff like that, you disable VATs and programming and all the other vehicle anti-theft stuff, then the engine should fire over. So I've been doing this for basically like on and off for like a couple days. I've been trying to get the engine to fire up. I even plugged in my HP tuners to see what was going on, make sure VATs was disabled, make sure everything was like disabled, just to kick the engine into like VATs mode. VATs, once again, I'm gonna tell you guys, VATs, basically your engine is gonna start. VATs is gonna kill the fuel signal. So basically it's gonna start and die, start and die, start and die. but it's going to fire over. It's going to crank and then it's going to fire over. With this engine, it just cranks and cranks and cranks and cranks and cranks. So I'm just looking at everything like, what the hell? So I moved a couple grounds around. I added a couple grounds also. Um, I checked the wire harness and stuff like that. I checked the injectors. I checked the coils. Everything is completely grounded and everything is getting its power. So I'm like, why the hell would this freaking engine not start? Right? So I'm looking and I'm looking, I'm looking. I was like, you know what? Forget this. Get your laptop out, hook it up, see if you can probably get a reading and see what's going on. So come to find out, the PCM is dead. I have no idea how that happened, which is weird because everyone knows that I got this engine out of a running Tahoe. I should have took the computer also, but I was limited on time, and I'm thinking like 411 PCMs are like $40 on eBay, which they're not now. They're like $100 freaking dollars, and that's just for like basic. So come to find out, I found out that the PCM is actually dead. Like there's no software on it at all. There's nothing. It's not even reading a VIN number. It's dead, like dead in the water. So what I have to do right now is basically go to the junkyard, get another PCM, check it to make sure this one actually works, hook it up into the G8, and then fire everything off from there. That's basically where I'm at. So if you guys want to see, oh, I can flip the camera around too. Let me see this. Hold on a second. That's cool. That's cool as hell. So this is what's going on. All right, so we're at 100 volts. We're grounded out. We're grounded out over there. Let me show you guys that I'm getting juice. Yeah, this side died. It got wet. Pay it no mind. All right, so if we go straight to the battery, it's a little weak right now, probably because I had the freaking key on. Should be reading 13 something. Okay, so we got all the pinks going straight into the battery. We got those two orange wires. We got those going straight into the battery. Here's all the accessory wires coming off the wire harness right here. Those are all getting bridged in. And if you look, there's another wire harness down there also. That's the wire harness. These are basically going to be the wires that you're really going to need. Like right here, this one here is the starter wire, actually going to the physical starter. This one right here is I think that was a starter wire also. Accessory something wire like that. All right, so let me go back inside, stick the key in. You get a nice little HP Tuners lanyard also. Oh, and that was another reason too why I hooked the shifter back up, because I wanted to get the key out. Once you disconnect the shifter, you will not be able to get the key out at all. You will have to go down to, another way to do it is go down there into your kick panel, and the fuse number is R8. That's going to be like accessory fuses. That's going to kill everything, which is kind of weird. It's going to kill everything to allow you to get your key out, but if your battery's dead, you can't get your key out. That's like a GM type of thing. All right, so what the hell? Now I'm not getting any juice now. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think. What did I do? What did I do? What did I not do? Because now I'm not getting any juice. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right, let me go check the electric. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go check my electric. Let me check my electric. Because I'm not getting any. Wait, did I even put the accessory fuse back in? Holy crap, I don't think I did. So anyway, like I said, I discovered that my PCM is dead. Because like I said, I hooked it up to the scanner and everything, try to get a read on it. No VIN number found. PCM was extremely dead. That has solved the almost like, what, 2-week mystery 2 weeks total, about 6 hours. Because everyone knows I work damn near like 60 hours a week now. That solves the issue of why this thing will not start. So like I said, even if you go to basically just bypass everything just to get the engine to fire up, it should fire up with no problem. So and that's it. I didn't even get a chance to turn the fuel pump on too. So this is how much the video is like completely botched. But now I'm trying to figure out why, on the spur of the moment, why I'm not getting any accessory power. Oh, that sucks. All right, guys. So that's going to explain everything where I'm at with the car right now. Like I said, we got the shifter. We got the shifter figured out. I showed you guys my custom pedal. Yeah, we got the TCI shifter, my custom pedal conversion. We got the link to the merch down below. We're going to post all that good stuff. This is only the front too. Go on the website. You guys can see the front and back. We also have different shirts also. What else I got to do? I got to go get me a PCM. I got to swap that out because, like I said, I've been working on this car for about like 2 weeks, total of 6 hours. Found out once I hooked up the scanner to the PCM that the PCM was actually dead. No programming at all. Another weird thing also is that when you go to do these LS swaps, it's so weird. It's so weird, especially like you're rushing and taking your time also. I wanted to keep this car as factory looking as possible. Nah, that's going out the window. We're going with race car ignition, like push button start. I'm going to put the fuel pump on a toggle switch. All different types of crazy, goofy things like that. I know it's a mess right now. I've been doing like so many things at once. All right, so like I said, shifter's going out. We got the TCI shifter that we're going to use. And touching on the drive shaft, I've not gone up to the drive shaft company that said they were going to make me a drive shaft, even though they do have these, how do you pronounce this? Sonics or sonic adapters or whatever. Okay. So basically he said, use the, if you guys can see it down there, my yoke. Flip it. There we go. Flip it back around. The drive shaft company. So I got to take my measurement for my drive shaft, push the yoke all the way in, hook this adapter up to the rear, and take my measurement from there. Take my yoke, or he's probably going to give me a new yoke or something like that. Take the adapter and take the measurements up to the drive shaft shop. I'm still thinking if I want to go with a 3-inch aluminum or a carbon fiber drive shaft. We still haven't fully discussed the numbers on stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure he's going to give me a big deal type of discount if I, free publicity or something like that. Drive shaft has to be made. Got to get another PCM. Got to check that one out, tune it, unlock it. What else? Like I said, we're going with race car ignition. We're going to put the key in. That's going to allow me to turn on all the accessories. Push button start. Flip switch on the fuel pump and flip switch on something else. I really can't remember. I decided to get that idea from another YouTuber that I saw, Stapleton42, because I noticed how he has like this Escalade. I believe it's an Escalade or it's a Suburban, where he uses his key, of course, to turn all the accessories on, and then he has a push button start. Gauges don't work and stuff like that. That's a common problem when you kind of do like these LS swaps in these more modern vehicles and stuff like that. The gauges, the wiring gets all funny, even if you do have the exact wiring and schematics and stuff like that. So that gets weird. I believe I mentioned, let me see. Oh, I'm getting text messages. There we go. So I think I mentioned everything in today's video where I'm actually at with the car. So I guess once I get a PCM, we can kick this bad boy over and we can fire it up. Anything? Oh, Oh, let me take it to the back and show you guys my fuel pump hole. I did that so I can sound like I'm drowning. So I did that so I can have access to the fuel pump. That way I can just like bypass it. Because as you saw that the harness was butchered, I butchered it. So normally when you turn the key on, right, you get about like 2 seconds of juice going to the fuel pump. That sends some fuel up into the rail. You crank it over, vroom, the engine starts. The fuel pump comes back on and constantly sends that fuel pump pulse signal to the car, then the fuel pump stays running. So like I said, I'm going to put my fuel pump on a toggle switch, of course with a fuse and stuff like that, just for safety. I'm also thinking about getting me a Walboro, I forgot what it was. I think it was like a Walboro GS 3340 fuel pump. It's good for about like 400, 600 horses. I just wanted to get rid of that one. I want to get rid of the stock fuel pump, and I'm going to get rid of that regulator that's inside also, because I already have the mechanical regulator, fuel pump regulator in the engine bay. So I'm going to get a pump, do some work back there. In the meantime, while I'm looking for a PCM, or if you guys want to help me out and send me a PCM, 411 red and blue PCM for GMs, I'll gladly accept it. Might even pay you for it too. I'm going to take that. Those are going to be the two things we're going to work on. Like I said, the pedal is done. The shifter is done. What else? What else? Oh, look. So before I get out of here, right, this is what I did. I don't even think I should explain this part right here. Should I? Nah, because I'm not going to go with it. I'm going to go with a recessed shifter. I was using that. Basically, these were like bases. Okay, because you see that you got the 4 mounting holes here for the shifter. I was going to have the shifter like sit high up. This was going to allow it to rise up. But then I thought about it. Once I get it all the way back into like first and second gear, it's going to be all the way back here. I'm going to lose my window control and door locks and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for checking out the live stream. I'm so sorry that my memory card died and I lost all this professional footage. So I had to do basically a live stream to get you guys caught up on everything that I was actually doing. If you guys got any hints, tips, tricks, cheat codes, or something like that, definitely shoot me a message. Instagram, Twitter. I do try to respond to you guys as much as I can on the YouTube post in the community channel. Once again, thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the likes, and all that other good types of stuff. If there's anything I could probably do, and once again, if there's anything I probably forgot to mention, definitely help me out, hook me up. This has probably been the most difficult engine swap I've ever done. The most easiest difficult engine swap I've ever done. It really has. So that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. So now I gotta figure out how to end this live stream. Maybe if I just hit the X.